If you would have told me in high school that I would have like cut my teeth in bluegrass, I would have laughed at you.
Me too. My dad used to play bluegrass for me, and I was like, "What the hell is that horrible sound?" It was a banjo, and I play banjo.
I can tell you where I'll be. I've got this longing in my heart to be wild and free, and it's nothing you've done wrong. Hope you don't miss me when I'm gone.
Truthfully, I don't know where to start with this video. In order to introduce Danny Moore, I have to talk about the Broke Down Hustlers.
What?
Ooh. While the Broke Down Hustlers may have broken up, Danny continues to bring value into his community and his scene. Every band at Sleepy Creek is hand-chosen by Danny Moore and his team solely because they're worth it. No band is there just for ticket sales. There's no political drama. Every band is there because Danny believes in them. Danny and Sleepy Creek also coordinate a fall-time festival called HARFEST. Tickets are on sale, and you'll find that link in the description as well. This is the part in the video where my words stop meaning as much, so I'm just gonna let the man speak for himself.
My passion has always been original music and stuff that kind of stands out differently. Like, some of the best music I ever saw in my life was around a campfire with a bunch of people that I would, you know, had no names or whatever, doctors, lawyers, you know, whatever, you know, jamming together and making great music that was undiscovered. When you're not heard of and you're playing an original song, it's hard, you know, and all of a sudden you bust out a cover song and everybody's like, "Oh, you guys are awesome," and you get back to original songs, they're like, boring. You know,
All right,
as Broke Down Hustlers, we refused to ever play a single cover song.
I was just gonna say
that was
like,
a pact from the beginning. We never ever played a single
I still
cover
wake
song.
up with one of your songs stuck in my head.
which one?
Heavier than...
Heavier than that.
Heavier than now, you ain't as down as me.
Every couple of days I wake up my head.
Heavier than now, man, you ain't family. Heavier than now, I've been around, you see. Heavier than now, man, you ain't family.
If this is your guys' first time here, I don't want to say it's a shame, but like one of the highlights here for all these past 5 years was Broke Down Hustlers.
It was always a
So like this is I don't want to say it's a downtime or dark age, but like this is the first time that we didn't have it.
And it was noticeable. People were making comments,
yeah.
and all of a sudden there was a rumor that maybe we were playing a secret set.
I don't want to say you guys came on a one-off, but like you guys came on like one that like I would say that didn't get the full essence of Sleepy Creek, because the part of that was like he's modest. They've owned Friday nights here, man. Like some of the biggest crowds I've seen out here is like people sing along to the songs.
Yeah, and it was amazing when you do original music and people start singing those lyrics. You know,
and they were notoriously no cover songs. You know, like
we did cover one song one time years ago, and it was Okie from Muskogee, but we changed the lyrics to Okie from Muskogee. All them fucking squares can suck my balls. It didn't go over well. My mom was there. Now she hates that song. She grew up on country music.
However, for the time capsule, whoever listening, and if you haven't heard, check out Broke Down Hustlers. I've been around a lot of good music, but like that, someone was saying life changes. That was a paradigm shifter.
So, what made them a paradigm shifter?
I think that like they tapped into a nerve that like had never been tapped into. Like the guy who wrote a lot of songs had like experiences hopping trains and stuff. But for someone who like grew up poor, like myself, there's like a lot of parallels to like that lifestyle. You know, so it's like he would write a song that was like that I feel
some of the best lyrics I've ever.
I felt like I could write. You know, it was.
I wanted to write, but I couldn't get it out. And he did it.
He had a knack for that.
He did. He is one of the best songwriters, and like that won me over when the only band I've ever committed to, and it was because of that. When he hit me up with these lyrics that I just thought were well written.
It was very relatable.
And it wasn't really
Very
that.
relatable.
And it was fun.
It wasn't that well
and it was
produced,
catchy.
but
No,
the
no.
words were enough
But
to
for a
like.
good 3 years, that was like lightning in a bottle. I feel comfortable saying that. You know, it was like
Yeah, and if you ever do see it live, like funny enough, like, and what kind of like would, you know, set people back and kind of not be sure how to take us at first is because the lead singer didn't play an instrument, and he kind of had the presence of like a rapper. And meanwhile, the bandmates were back here playing bluegrass instruments back them, you know, and it was interesting. It was definitely interesting for sure.
Because that brings us back to the topic of storytelling within this music, because we've learned so much since being here about bluegrass and how there are so many different, you know, manifestations and interpretations. How, you know, like the Dirty Grass players can fucking shred.
Yeah, they can,
you know,
for sure.
But you know, then there are others that are focused on the stories. What would you suggest for people who haven't listened to this music before to listen for when turning on a bluegrass record?
For anything, like just listening to the technical and like how they're hitting every note, and how sometimes, like you're saying, like Dirty Grass players was shredding it, like how you can get your fingers and move that fast. Listen to every single note and how it's coming through, you know, like that's what it was for me. Like in Frank Zappa, when I first started hearing his music, it was like, holy crap, can you hear all the different layers and all the different notes and all the different everything that's going on? It's just, that's what gets it
For
for
sure,
me.
and I do really feel like most people really don't know that they like music that they don't know that they like yet, and you know, until given the proper, you know, placement and opportunity. You know, we've convinced a lot of people, you know, that they can believe in our lineup whether they've heard of the bands or not. You know,
It's exciting when I'm at the gate and you greet somebody, you know, and they say it's their first time. It's like when I'm coming up to somebody, I try to make sure to ask, you know, have you been here before? You
Yeah,
know,
me too.
welcome them back, or just, you know, it's exciting when somebody's new, you know.
and when they say, "Oh yeah, I've been here to everyone," and people bring their kids, you know, to everyone, and that means a lot too, because you know, more and more nowadays, it's not really the best environment for kids, you know, and that was one of our main focuses from the beginning. We wanted to make sure parents that had kids could come somewhere and
Feel comfortable,
feel
feel safe,
comfortable,
yeah.
and both the kids and the parents had fun. You know, we cater to the kids as much as we cater to the parents. You know, the parade's a big thing for the kids, face painting, the playgrounds, you know, everything.
Setting up a kids area at the end of the music meadows so that you can still hear the music and see the stage, and your kids can be there occupied.
For a lot of these kids, it's going to be a memory they hold with them for a very long time. That, you know, when they hear some of these songs after years, they'll come right back to it.
We've had plenty of kids to sing every lyric to some of our songs, even the ones with cuss words. Even my own
You
stepdaughter.
encourage them to, what was the one you're like, any kid that says goddamn gets a free t-shirt.
Yeah, man, bottom line, dude, we're built with a bunch of people that aren't in it for anything else but to do something that they believe in and that we can walk away proud about and feel like we're actually having an impact that is worthy on the scene, you know, doing something that, you know, we all believe in, right? You know, and you know, nobody is paid nearly what anybody deserves, but yet they come back every time and give their all.